Hi, I'm Carlos Coronado, a game developer, and today I would like to show you what I've been working on in the last 2 months, which is just a prototype of a new way of controlling first-person games, not only shooters, for virtual reality headsets. The main features it has is it's totally it can run also with normal shooters without a virtual reality screen display, and it controls all the movements of the player with just one hand. With the other hand, which is free, we can do a lot of awesome stuff. And it is also really important to note that for me this way of controlling is way more immersive than what we have been doing as developers since now. But at the same time, it also have a lot of precision, which is another key concept for first-person games or shooters. So okay, I'm going to shut up now. Sorry for my bad English. Let's go, let me show you.
Okay, so first of all, I really want to point out, and let's be really clear, this is not about realism. You're going to see some kind of movements or way to move the player that may seem more realistic, but the approach is always like, if we want more immersion, everything has to feel more natural. We have to imitate the human behavior as how we move in real life, so we can have as much less dizzy as possible or as much immersion in the Oculus Rift. So okay, let's go. What we've been doing right now is kind of grabbing the traditional shooter controls and putting them in the game. So you've got in my prototype, you also have you can move left, right, and you can go forward, or you can even go back. And what we've been doing right now is when I want to turn my body, because right now I'm just turning the camera, but if I want to turn my body to change the direction I'm moving, I'm doing this with the mouse. Okay? But this has a little problem. The problem this has is, as a player, I get dizzy because I'm looking in front of me, but all my world is spinning with me, and that's not really natural, and also that's not really immersive. So okay, let's go over there and let's see how we do. Of course, with the Oculus, I have to say that wherever you're looking, you're going a little bit to that direction. Okay, so we're here. For example, this new way of moving. Let's say I want to go there. What I'm going to do right now is, okay, I'm going to send to the Oculus a new button I've done, which is the turn button. What does this button do? It turns not my head in game, but my body in the direction I'm looking at. So for example, I will look over there and I click the move button and I rotate. I want to go over there, I click the move button and I go there. So it feels really natural, because when the feedback that the screen display gives you is, okay, first you rotate your head and then you rotate. And it's amazing because as developers, when we want people with a virtual reality headset, we want them to constantly move the head. We don't want people with the head in front without moving it. No, we want them to move, but at the same time, this is also a seated experience, because I think that it's really important that it has to feel comfortable. So we're not going to make the player like do moving like that. This is really uncomfortable. So for example, then how we do? So if I want to turn really fast, straight to the other way, I don't have to do like this. Okay, I want to note, every time I press the button, you're going to see this green feedback in the screen. Of course, this is just for testing purposes and so you can understand what's happening, but in game that's not going to be in there. So okay, let's go over there. Okay, let me turn. In fact, let me go a little fast to show you how easy if I turn really fast the button, how cool is that? Okay, so we are in this area over here, and I'm going to show you the second way of moving it. Right now, I've been like pressing the button, and then quitting again. Then my head goes there, my body goes there, and I can put my head in front again, so I can walk normal. Okay, there's a second mode, which is constantly press the button. When I constantly press the button, my body always rotates what I'm looking at. and this is super cool and super useful to do like some really parkour or really nice effects of running. Like right now, you see how natural it is, because I am rotating my head as it is rotating in the game, and it's a really nice way of control my body, because in real life we do that too. When we want to turn in a street or we are running something, we don't just rotate our body at the same moment of our heads. We first rotate our head, we see what's going on there, and if there's not a wall or lava or something, then we rotate our body and we go over there. So that's the key concept behind this scheme. So as you can see right now, I'm not going to use this hand for nothing. I'm just using one hand. So I'm moving my character with just a single hand, which of course later on we will see what we can do with the other hand, but it's like super cool that having the ability to use control with one hand, because as we don't need really a lot of input, and that's also really nice to a whole lot of games, because with the other free hand or button we have, we can bind or do some cool stuff. Okay, I'm sorry for this. This is for later on. Okay, so let me show you how this works also in narrow spaces. Like at the same time, it's really the Oculus experience that I can move my head and all, but again, I've been also testing this with a lot of people, and some of them prefer the way of doing just one click in the key, in the rotate key. Some of them just want them pressed, and some of them just want the traditional way of moving, which we will go later on. Okay, so at the end of the day, everybody have got the way of moving the character, which causes them more immersion and also feels less dizzy. Now I'm going to test this in a really key and hard to navigate scenario. In most of the shooters you're not going to find, well, these are just some prints I've made for my previous game, Mayan Path to Thalamus. Well, as you can see, they are really narrow, you can fall really easily, and I'm going to show you how to move and how to navigate through here with my new system of moving. As you can see, even if it's really narrow, it's really natural. I mean, there's no fail. It's almost as precise as a normal way of controlling a first-person shooter. So, okay, let me do the same right now, but let me show you how can we do it. But this time, running. Again, coming up, turn with my head. I turn again. Okay, let's control a little bit. Let's go over there. Okay, I want to rotate on that. Oh, I do this, and that's it. I can go on over here. I can move, I can turn. Okay, this is a I'm not really a skilled player, but yes, jump precision is not really my stuff, but you get the point, I think. So okay, now please let's go to my second prototype, and now let me show you how to integrate all of this with shooters and weapons.